Hey YouTube, it's the Paper Witch here. So, slight update. So I wanted to talk to people about, I want to do this writing thing where it has not really much to do, it's not too witchy. But if anybody's interested in doing this writing project with me, I am a part of something in our area called the Big Read. So basically what we're doing is we're either writing a memoir or a fantasy book, or you could write a memoir of a fantasy character. So I'm gonna write like not really a pagan memoir, but a memoir. I want to take something slightly on the side of a fictional memoir of a witch during the burning times. That's kind of about where I want to write a book about. So I want some feedback and some opinions on it. It'd be a fictional fantasy memoir of this, and just kind of, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Is it too taboo to write about in a fictional sense? Things like that. And other thingies. I was at a yard sale and I got this dream catcher. Isn't it beautiful? Made by Indians in Arizona. This lady was just gonna sell it for $1. Nobody bought it, so she just gave it to me. It was so nice of her. And then, oh, you watch, this camera's gonna shut off and I'm gonna get all mad. Hopefully I can move without shutting my camera off. Oh, so far so good! Okay, so far so good, so far so good. I'm trying to sit slowly, because every time I jostle the screen on my webcam, it like has a heart attack and shuts off. Okay. Alright, so, this other thing I got, it's called fetishes. It are amulets and talismans are related objects, and people seem to have different meanings for each, but the feeling and belief behind them is related. Not only the Indians, but the people all over the world since the beginning of time have made and used fetishes. The belief in them and the use of them is still very much alive. Many of the world's most intelligent and successful people carry a favorite talisman with them at all times and are genuinely frightened if it is misplaced or lost. So basically what a fetish is it's something that brings you luck or protection, an amulet, a talisman, or something that you hang up to bring you protection. And this one was made by Indians in Arizona. So, and I got this from a lady who said she didn't need it. And it's got some hay, some like grass, some yarn, some twine, and there's some beading, and some feathers. These look like to be owl feathers, and these look to be the under feathers. They're more like fuzzy looking feathers. But I just thought it was beautiful. It's pretty. It's old, but it's pretty. Some of the twine, there's some of the jutes coming undone, but I think it makes it look fluffy. So it looks very nice, and it's got this little amulet right here that the string needs to be tightened a little, but nonetheless it's beautiful. I'm gonna add there's a couple things I want to add to it. Actually, I feel that adding something to this is going to help. So there, I will be adding something to it. And when that is done, what I'd like to do is I want to add this to a drum with the, I want to make a, the gypsy drums, the gypsy tambourines. So that's what I want to do with it. As you can see, it's some great design on the metal. The metal is hand done. I don't know if it's hand molded or hand banged. I don't know what the word for that is. Hand banged, hand blacksmithed, or if this was cast. I think it might have been cast. It looks cast. Or I don't know if they did it like they do coins, where they put the over the thing and they bang it and they hit it. They used to do coins like that back in the Roman old Roman coins are like that. They hit them. It's like a hammer. They put a drop of the metal in a circle, and then they take it and they hit it. So that's why none of the Roman coins are perfect. You'll know if a Roman coin is perfect, because if it looks perfect, it was a cast coin, and the Romans didn't cast their coins. So it's kind of like similar to that. I think this was cast, though, because it's too perfect. So, but it's handmade nonetheless. A handmade fetish. So I was very happy to have that. And then there was another thing. It's like a hanging pot that looks like it has a cutout, like a hanging apothecary pot, like a like stoneware with a cork, and it's got a cutout in it, and so that inside the stoneware is a city, an Arizona Aztec-y city. It's really cool. I like it. I do like some Indian stuff. I get very little Indian in me. I'm super white. I'm Irish and Italian. But I got very little Penobscot Indian in me. Very little. My great grandmother, or my great grandmother, or my great grandmother, who is Penobscot Indian. Or grandfather, one of them was Penobscot. But it was far enough back. I don't have enough in me for it to make a difference. Like my parents, my dad didn't. The generation above my father had enough to go to school for free. If it was that generation, if I was that generation, my grandmother's generation, I could have gone to school for free. So I'm not that. I'm too far removed. My father was one generation too far removed, I think. So I'm 2 generations too far removed. So I don't know how much I have in me. Like an 8th or 16th. Very, very, very little. So, but I got the fetish. So anyways, getting back to the writing workshop, sorry. What I was getting at with that was I want to do something along the lines of, we all write a book. I want to do a writing workshop series where it's poetry, or we discuss our books, or vaguely, we discuss, not vaguely, but not really vividly either, to be giving our stuff away, like our ideas, but kind of discussing our progress, discussing characters, and really just somehow doing a group discussion on book writing. And I'm inspired because in the Big Read in Attleboro, it's based on The Wizard of Earthsea. Now, in the writing workshop, I got this book for free. This is a good book. I've actually seen the movie. But Earthsea, there's a whole series. A Wizard of Earthsea is the first one. The next one is The Tombs of Atun. the something shore, Tehanu, Tales from Earthsea, and The Outer Wind. Let me see what that other book. Oh, here they are. A Wizard of Earthsea, The Tombs of Atun, The Farthest Shore, Tehanu, Tales from Earthsea, and The Other Wind. So it's this whole. It's called Read the Earthsea Cycle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 books in the world of Earthsea. So this is the first one, and I am gonna read it. I love reading. But the where is it? The mixed media that I put in my in the first page of my new grimoire is we have an advertisement for the workshop, and that's where I got it from. So I'm actually really glad to have another one, so I can do another piece. So I can kind of do another piece and go somewhere else with it. But yeah, so I'd like your thoughts on doing a writing workshop, and then I don't know, other things. Do you want to or just discussing books or ideas for books, and but I am going to be adding doing something. I don't know if I'm going to actually add to this, because I don't know if I want to wreck the spirit of it, but I would like to do something similar for sure. So I got I found a toy tambourine that can be changed with paint, and I'm going to make a gypsy drum, or a gypsy talisman, or it's more like a witch's talisman, but I think they're called gypsy drums. I think that's what they're called. I forgot what they're called. But it's gonna be my own talisman for ceremony, because it'll have the tambourines on the side, the bell things, and I can use them for ceremony. And then I have some bells that I bought, the bag of bells that are in the Christmas section of the Dollar Tree, the little bells. I bought some of those, so I'm going to be doing something with those too. But I'm really excited about making my talisman. And I'm going to use it for Samhain. So I have to make some space. I have a bit of a crazy mess. Almost sore big time. Bit of a crazy mess over here. I've been reorganizing, which is why my craft videos are not, because that one video I wanted to put up that got ruined, I had started reorganizing after, and oh dear, if you could see this, you'd be sending in the hoarding squad into my house with a giant dumpster. I just get my stuff everywhere. It looks really bad. So I have to clean that up before I can do anything. So unfortunately, another talking video. So all these promised craft videos, and I really want to do them, but I have to have the space to do them, and the counter space on top of it. I need a good counter space, and I got a nice big table. I can't wait to finish this space off over here and get everything organized, because my mom is going to get rid of this table at the yard sale, and I snatched it up, and it's going to be my new altar table. So I'm very excited. No more bedside altar. I'll have a real nice altar space, because my main altar is on my bureau, on my dresser, and then the TV's on one half and my altar's on the other half. my main altar, which doesn't work, like at all. So, and at this point I can't even get over to my main altar. I haven't used my main altar 3 months. I should say that my bedside altar is my main altar at this point, for sure, because see, I'm always at it. That's the one I'm always at. That's the one I pray to Goddess at. It's the one I do all my spells at. You know, I don't even use the other one. Almost everything that's on that altar has migrated over to my bookshelf over here or something else. So yeah. So I can't even call that my main altar anymore. That's probably my storage altar. Is the other one. It's become a junk altar. Like, you know, like the junk drawer. All the stuff I'm not using is piled up on there altar-wise. So, yeah. So yeah, and then I did want to share another book with you before I cut this video off. And it was something I'm a big history buff, and it was something that I was unaware of that happened in the U.S., and I learned about history in school. I knew that there were Japanese internment camps, but I didn't know they were here in the U.S. I don't know how I missed that in school. So that was a little bit shocking to me to hear. This book was free with the big read, and it's called When the Emperor Was Divine, and it's about 1942, and after Pearl Harbor, after all the Japanese, and they were all U.S. citizens, and they were classified as enemies, and they had to leave their homes here in the U.S., and they got taken to internment camps. So, I was really shocked. I shouldn't be shocked that that happened in this country. I mean, they burned witches for how many hundreds of years in this country, and I mean, come on, how many hundreds of years did this world burn witches? So, I shouldn't be surprised. But, yeah, so anyways, you just think our country's so free, it wouldn't do something like that. So, would like your thoughts on an online writing workshop, or brainstorming, and, I would love to see some video responses on how you keep your witchy stuff organized. I could use some witchy organizing tips. That's what I need. Witchy organizing tips. Because I'm at a utter loss as to how I should organize my stuff. It's kind of everywhere at this point. I've got stuff here, I've got stuff there. This video is all over the place, and I'm so sorry. But, yeah. So, but, oh, I almost forgot. For you fantasy and Star Wars lovers out there, oh, I was at the Dollar Tree and almost had a heart attack. Look at these tote bags. Freaking awesome. And this is the other one, and I'm using it as a bag. $1. I was like, oh my god. Had a freaking heart attack. My son comes in, he's like, is this my trick-or-treating bag? I'm like, no, it's mine. So he's I have to get him, he wants the one I'm using, so I was hoping he'd take this one, but he doesn't want this one, so I'm just gonna grab another one of those, or get him the Yoda one or something. There's one with Yoda on it, one with Stormtroopers, that one, and this one. So, like the two I have, Yoda and Stormtroopers. So, I thought that was pretty cool. If I find one with Darth Vader, I'm going to have a complete heart attack. You know, so. Anyways. I'd like to see one with Jar Jar Binks. I like Jar Jar Binks. Anyways. Mary Park, blessed be. This has been 20 minutes of rambling. Oh my god. So I'm sorry if I rambled. I was excited about my workshop and things like that. But I want to see video responses, everybody, on how you keep your witchy stuff organized. I want you to see. I need some ideas. Please help me. I am so unorganized and I really need the help. I would love to have a nice little space where I can sit and video and talk to you guys. That's what I want. Excuse me. Oh my god. I like ate spicy food today. I am so sorry. Reality. That's what it is. YouTube's reality. Can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna breathe fire. Mary Part, blessed be. Have a good night. I'm gonna go breathe dragon fire alone.